Everyone, my name is Sapna Sangode, Assistant Professor AISS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. I welcome you all for my today's topic on personnel management in food and beverage service. Let us understand more in detail about personnel management. Of this topic. At the end of this session, students will able to learn to make aware of good team management with attributes. They can also know about the personal allocation of work and in more detail they can understand about what is personal task analysis. Introduction. Personnel in an organizations are all the people who are employed by it to work towards its objectives. They include the permanent employees, part-time employees and trainees, and they are compensated for their work. Attributes. Food and beverage staff should carry out all these attributes. What is the meaning of attributes? Attributes is the qualities we can talk about, like what all qualities should have by the food and beverage service person. First quality will be a professional and hygienic appearance, very important. The person should be his appearance whenever he is serving, it should be a professional and hygienic. Knowledge of a food and beverage and technical ability. When he is having a conversation with the guest, definitely he should have the knowledge about the food and beverage, whatever he is serving. Punctuality on time is very important. Attitude to customers. Which kind of attitude he is carrying to his customers. Cultural awareness. Continue with the attributes. Next is memory, to remember whatever the order has been taken. Honesty, he should be an honest person. Loyal with the organization. Good conduct. Sales ability. Have the sense of urgency. Will be able to handle the complaints. And lastly and not the least, contribution to the team. Good team. What is the meaning of this term team? Let us define as cooperation between those who are working on task. Teamwork is generally understood as the willingness of a group of people to work together to achieve a common aim. For example, we often use the phrase he or she is a good team player, right? So this is all about good team. Of staff. Every successful organization has different level of brigades to perform various operations. The food and beverage service personnel can be categorized into three levels. First one is managerial one, second one is supervisory, and third one is operational. Just a few of the examples of duties and responsibilities we are talking about. For example, restaurant manager. He is responsible for set the standards for service, staff training, preparing a duty rotas, making a holiday list. This is all the important tasks is done by the restaurant manager. Now let us understand the task of reception head waiter or receptionist. She can accept the booking and keeping up to date all the inventories or entries of the guest. Now the third one is the head waiter who is the overall charge of the staff team. Then he is responsible for what preparation of duties necessary for service which are efficiently carried out. With this, we can have the other staff members like station head waiter who is the responsible of serving number of stations, then the station waiter who provides the service to one set of the tables, then the waiter who look after the pre-preparation period, much of the cleaning and preparatory task, and then the trainees of course as their skills develop when they will also begin to assist in the service at the table. Hierarchy. Let us understand about what exactly hierarchy. Hierarchy is a term which denotes the task and authority and the relationship in an organization. It clearly shows the reporting relationships of the members, which are appointed at various levels of responsibility, and also shows formal lines of communications. Hierarchy is a system in which grade or a class of positions or authorities are ranked one above the other in an order. More clearly in this image how the hierarchy has been taken place. Where the restaurant staff are there, then we have the kitchen, bar, managerial, floor staff. Below of that, then we have the restaurant manager, then cashier, then the storekeeper. We can have the floor staff where in that under them captain, steward, waiter, housekeeper, gatekeeper or guard, they all are working. So this is just the example of how the hierarchy is maintained in a particular organization. For hierarchy, hierarchy basically deals with decision making power, responsibility, authority and relationship between two positions. So it helps to introducing a delegation level of management and span of control also. Now, duties. This is a list of activities to be performed by an individual under the conditions of employment. The duties are determined by the employer and may change from one organization to another. It becomes the responsibility of the individual to deliver or perform as agreed in the employment contract. Authority. One should clearly decline the chain of command or the line of management when framing an organizational structure. In other terms, this is called hierarchy. This help in a better assignment, integrations and delegation of responsibilities and duties. Allocation of work. Staff organizations plays a major role in the success of any establishment. It is also important to have well-disciplined operation in an outlet. It helps the management to allocate the right person in the right position. Continue with this. The purpose of the job, what it exists for and what key results are expected from it. The setting of the job, the physical, organizational and social condition of the job. The main tasks that have to be performed in order to achieve the result. What the employee does and the resource or facilities which is available to the employee like what people, equipment, services, etc. he or she can call upon. Analysis. What is task analysis? It is a detailed and a systematic examination of the skills which is used by an experienced worker in performing a task to the required standard. It includes a job description and job specifications. In this image, you can see about job description, what to include when writing a job description. Very specifically, it is mentioned like title of job, what will be the position, what are the major areas responsibility, what are its primary objective, and what are its specific responsibility. Descriptions. A broad statement of the purpose, scope, duties and responsibilities of a particular job, and this would normally include the following. Let us understand what is that. Job description, a statement containing items which include job title, locations, job summary, duties, which all machine tools and equipment can be used, what all materials and forms use supervision given for. What is job specification? A detailed statement of the task involved in a job the standard required, and the corresponding knowledge and skills involved. Here's a sample of a job specification where it is mentioned what all eligibility is it based on, like skill, educational level, and experience. A statement include for a job specification would be education, experience, training, judgment, what all initiative you can take, and responsibilities. Quiz. Please like and subscribe the channel. Also attempt the small quiz related to the topic though the link provided in the description of the YouTube video. For watching this video. If you have any kind of query or question related to this video, please let me know. Thank you. Have a great time. Mention references are given for this video.